Okay, so we're going to have a look at the first 5 questions from the 2024 Standard 2 Maths paper. So we'll start with question 1. So for question 1, we're told if x is minus 2.531, what's the value of x squared? Well, it's a negative number, so when it gets squared, it will become positive. So all we have to do is square the number itself. So 2.531 squared is equal to 6.4059 ... This, when we round it, is actually going to become 6.41. So this is 6.41 when rounded to 2 decimal places, and this is D. So D is our solution to question 1. For question 2, we are told which of the following could be an equation for this function. Well, if you look at the function, the line, it has a negative slope. So M is negative because it goes down to the right. Its y-intercept, however, is above the origin, so its y-intercept b is positive. So we're looking for a line with a negative slope, positive y-intercept. The only one that satisfies those conditions is C. So the answer to question 2 is C. Now, question 3. Shoppers are invited to complete an online survey. What type of sampling is this? Well, they are invited to complete the sample. So the people doing the sample are, in a sense, self-selected. Only certain shoppers are going to do it. So it's not systematic stratified, it's not really simple random, it's actually self-selecting. So the answer to question 3 is A, which is self-selecting. Now for question 4, we're given a map. A network diagram is to be drawn to represent the map. Vertices will be used to indicate each region. Edges will be used to represent a border shared between the two. So for an edge to be drawn, there actually needs to be a border shared between these two places. So let's draw the 6. So the 6 places, they sort of look like this. Forest connects to mountains. Forest also connects to swamp. There's a border between forest and those two. Mountains connect to swamp. Now mountains connects to wood and desert. So mountain to wood, mountain to desert. Woods connects to desert. Swamp doesn't connect to either desert or coast. Desert does connect to coast though. So we have how many edges? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the answer here is B. This is 7 edges. Now the last question we'll do in this set is question 5. So for question 5, we're told Pia's marks in Year 10 assessments are shown. The scores for each subject were normally distributed. In which subject did Pia perform best in comparison with the rest of Year 10? So we want to find how many standard deviations up or down Pia is in each subject. The one in which she is the highest, the one in which she is the most up, so the biggest number of standard deviations up, that's the best performance relative to the cohort. So in comparison is the wording they're using here. So we're just going to find all of those scores. So for English, we have Pia's mark is 78, the mean was 66. So the difference, she's 12 above, standard deviation is 6. So she is 2 standard deviations above the mean. For mathematics, 80 minus 71 is 9. She's 9 above. The standard deviation is 10. So she's 0.9 standard deviations above in maths. For science, she got 77, the mean was 70, so she's 7 above. Standard deviation is 15. This is around 0.4. And then for history, 85, the mean was 72, so she was 13 above, and standard deviation was 9. This is 1.4 repeater. So these numbers are how many standard deviations, or approximations for how many standard deviations she is above the mean. The one which is the largest is English. So therefore, in which subject did Pia perform best in comparison? She performed comparatively best in English, which is A. So therefore, A is our solution. So these were the solutions for the first 5 questions from the 2024 Standard 2 Maths paper.